Arian, and I'm back with another live stream for Simple Takeoffs YouTube channel. I hope you're all having a great holiday period full of fun and laughter with your loved ones and eating a lot of tasty meals. So I got us in Toronto Pearson Airport tonight, and we're gonna practice some engine failures as promised. We got this beautiful Texas livery on the Cessna 172 tonight. Shout out to the individual linked in the description at flightsim.to for coming up with this beautiful livery. And without further ado, I think we can go ahead and put on some tunes from bensound.com and get this show on the road, or in the air rather. So as I said, tonight we're going to be practicing some engine failures in and around Toronto. We're going to take off and go to different altitudes and cut the engine out and see what happens. Basically, I'm going to try to come back and make the airport. If not, I'm going to aim for the next sensible place to land in an emergency, which would be a highway. And if that's not an option, then we're going to have to aim for a road or ditch in the lake, depending on how far we get. But let's see how many successful landings we can have tonight, right? This is always a situation that single engine pilots kind of fear. That's the worst that can happen in an airplane like this. So it's always good to practice and be prepared for it. But as always, we get the luxury of redos in the sim, and no real lives are at stake. So I thought this would be an entertaining show. So without further ado, let me just go ahead and put on the first track, which will start with the Urban Groove category at Bensound. Let's go ahead and start with All That. That seems like the first logical song to play, since at the top left. Enjoy. Let me just go ahead and bring my mic a little bit closer in case you guys can't hear me. And I'm gonna turn down the volume of the audio. So I hope you guys can hear me all right. I hope you guys can hear me all right, or you guys let me know in the chat. Let me just pull up the chat box here, make sure I'm not missing anything. Let me just pull up the... Alright, sounds good to me. Audio's good, music's good. Should be good to go, guys. Enjoy. Once again, if you're just joining us, glad to be hosting with you tonight. So we got just me in the chat. Thank you. Hope you guys are having a fantastic break. Much earned. As I'm here growing the channel. Remember guys, episode 8 of Flight Geeks is out now. Alright guys. This next one's called Retro Soul. Every day feels like a Saturday. These past couple of weeks I've been off. Alright, pitot heater's on. let's get in position, guys. For the weather, I have it set to clear skies for this exercise today, so we're not having to account for the winds since we are kind of experimenting here. Mixture's full. Everything's good to go. Let's go ahead and do the takeoff roll. Give it some right rudder to stay on center line. Airspeed is 60 knots, and welcome to the Skycicles. Alright guys, and we are airborne. As we see downtown Toronto over our left wing. Looking good as always. Alright, let's get an outside view. Look at that sun. So I have it set to morning time here. As we see an aircraft depart to our left. What is that? Looks like one of the big boys. Alright guys, so I think we need to get a little further out to make this more interesting. Yeah, just me, I've been off. As we climb away from Pearson Airport. How high am I? So, I'm gonna bring the power down a little bit. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to pull the power. Alright guys, I hope you're ready for our first simulated engine failure here. We're about at 2,000 feet climbing away from Pearson Airport. Now let's just go ahead and pretend our engine turns off right now. Boom. Alright, I have cut the engine off, as you can see. Now that small amount that the propeller is spinning is just from drag, aerodynamic drag. Now in the Cessna you want to pitch for best glide speed, which will allow you to make it the furthest horizontal distance to give you the greatest chance to find somewhere suitable to land, and that is 65 knots. As you can see, I am trying to maintain 65 knots here. As I slowly obviously, you lose a lot of airspeed during a turn with no lift from the engine, so I am making sure to be as gentle as I can with this turn. And as you can see, we've already lost 400 feet. Alright guys, this will be interesting. So I'm not sure if this was in real life, if I would in this situation risk trying to go back to Pearson. I would probably try to just go for that highway right there, just because I do not feel comfortable that I'm high enough, although I very well might be. Hard to tell, but doing my best to keep the back pressure in the yoke here to maintain 65 knots without stalling or having our airspeed decrease on us. So now you can see it's dropped to 60. So what I'm going to do is bring the nose a little bit down. Remember, we control our airspeed with pitch, and as suspected, I'm a little bit too low to be landing back. So mayday, 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 Charlie, 24 Foxtrot Alpha, engine failure, half a mile out from Pearson, attempting to land on Highway 427 right here. Stand by. Alright guys, I hope there's no vehicles here. There we go. Oof, my goodness, that was stressful. So for our first iteration, our Cessna Skyhawk managed to make it back to just shy of Pearson Airport. We had climbed the way to 2,000 feet. Not sure how far I was, but that was quite intense actually. So we managed to land her right on, I guess, what is this, Highway 427? Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments. But yeah, that was pretty cool, guys. Wow. I am just getting it together as that was a tough call. I think if I were to continue that, I might have not made it, and there were some obstacles between me and the runway there. So I think we made the right choice, and we were lucky to not have collided with any vehicles, guys. So without further ado, let me go ahead and change the song here. This one's called Hip Jazz as I restart this. That was pretty fun. That was a good start. Lives saved, woohoo, just me. One of the biggest supporters of the channel. Yes, just me. I managed to save our asses right now. Let's see if I can do it again. Oh, look at that. Heavy in front of us. Go ahead and start her up, guys. Mixture coming to full. Parking brake coming off. My feet are firmly planted on the brakes. As we wait for this heavy aircraft in front of us to get going. Perhaps that is a good chance for me to showcase the drone camera. Keep things interesting here on Simpletakeoffs. So we're gonna go ahead and change the speed so we can cover ground. All right, let's see this. What plane is this? Oh, whoa. What the hell just happened there? I will report you to... What is that 747 doing? My goodness. Let's see if we can follow it. Sir, what are you smoking here? Is he trying to do touch and goes with a 747? Along the same length of runway? What are you doing, bro? This guy's nuts. Oh, he's about to... Oh! Touch and go. Look at that. That actually looks pretty good, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Is he gonna stall? My goodness, why don't you bank it a little bit harder? Oh my god! Guys, this guy is out of his mind. Or I guess this gal. I don't know what it is, but looks like on Simpletakeoffs here we have found some a story to cover as our handy dandy Cessna. I was not expecting this. Look at this, guys. This is crazy. This guy's nuts. As we see beautiful downtown Toronto in the background, I bet you this person has no idea he's being followed with a drone. This is crazy. Oh my goodness, 90-degree bank. He needs to give his pilot's license up. Oh my goodness, he is going towards the buildings. That is not good. Okay, pull up. Sir, pull up. That is not funny. Alright, I'm getting tired of chasing that person. That person is crazy, guys. Look at him, banking to the left. Oh, looks like he's about to come back. He is taking that airplane for a joyride. And he is in a hard descent now. And he crashed. I don't know if you guys caught that, but he crashed. Well, this stream is off to a very exciting beginning as I scooch on over back to Ben Sound. That was so crazy, guys. What the hell did I just witness? Alright, back to our Cessna. Wow, wow, wow. What did I just witness? As that aircraft is still in front of us. Just me, this took a turn. Indeed, it did just take a turn. I did not expect that, but that person was a little kamikaze action going on in his head. Alright, I don't know what this guy's doing. I'm just gonna go ahead and go back to our cockpit camera here. Oh, there we go. I think they're getting going now. Maybe they're watching the stream live. Don't forget to subscribe. As you see our subscriber count on the top left there with a whopping 21 subscribers, guys. What's happening? Come on, guys. I thought I would be at like 22 by now. Alright. Power coming to full. Here we go. And if you're just joining us, guys, we're just in Toronto, Canada, practicing some simulated engine failures, all simulated, of course, as airspeed is alive, 60 knots, and we rotate to the sky. Welcome back. Alright, guys. So, again, if you're just joining us, last time, the first try around, I climbed up to 2,000 feet and I cut the engine, and we managed to make an successful emergency landing back on a highway. Now, I am thinking to head towards downtown Toronto for this next simulated engine failure. Whoa! Almost took my eyes off the airplane and the airspeed dropped, which is a no-no. Bye, tower. Take care. We'll see you in a bit. As we see, how do I show you? There we go. All the airplanes at the gate. We got the Heavy and we got the little guy beside it. I was just at Pearson Airport earlier today, attempting to spot some airplanes, but the winds are way too variables here in Toronto. So today they happen to be using runway 05, which is pretty much facing towards the northeast, and you can check out my footage I caught of the Emirates A380 arriving on runway 05, but like I was saying, there's no consistent plane spotting areas in Toronto just because of the variability in the runways that they choose on a daily basis, so we don't get the beautiful downtown LAX kind of views, but we have to make do with what we got here as aviation fanatics. So I caught the Airbus A380 coming in today, and I posted it to Instagram at Simpletakeoffs. And I also caught the takeoff roll for the special livery on the Boeing 777 there. It was the Air India Celebrating India special livery, and I was pretty happy about that. But the views are just not the greatest at runway 05, as you can quickly tell by going over to our Instagram channel, our Instagram page, and seeing the video. We're kind of obstructed by a fence, but again, managed to get a few glimpses of MD-11 FedEx airplane and a 757 or a 767. There's a couple of those from up close, which was good. Alright, let's see if we can scooch on over to Ben Sound real quick without stalling the aircraft. Alright, look at that, guys. That's gorgeous. Little water for the pilot. Never hurt. Of course, in a real flight, you don't want to drink water more than 1 hour left to your destination, because your bladder will not be pleased with that. Alright, we can go ahead and start descending a little bit. Alright guys, this one is going to be risky because I'm in the middle of the city here. Downtown's just over there to my 1 o'clock. We got the area called North York here in Toronto to our left. We got Pearson Airport and the West End to our 6 o'clock. So, alright, without further ado guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut the engine and try to find a place to land without killing us. There's a good chance we might die, but that's fine. That's why this is a simulator. Alright guys, buckle up, this is kind of nerve-wracking. Alright, we got this. Let's take one good look around. Alright. Okay, good. So downtown's over there. Alright, let's just pretend, yes, air traffic control, I copy. Let's just pretend, we're flying around, sightseeing, yada yada yada. Beautiful day, look at this. Holiday break, everything's looking beautiful. Engine instruments in the green. So, what are you planning on for the rest of the day today? Look how beautiful this is. Blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, boom, boom, boom. Engine turns off on you. Mr. Pilot, do you see what's going on? Yeah, I think I am not blind, sir. Let's just see what we can do here. So again, let's pitch for best glide speed, which is 65 knots. So I'm going to go ahead and pitch for that and try to maintain that. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Charlie 24 Foxtrot Alpha. Cessna 172, 10 miles southeast of Pearson Airport. Engine failure. Looking for a place to land for Cessna 24 Foxtrot Alpha. Wow, I don't know where the okay. To our right, we got, let's see, guys, okay. I have 2,500 feet of altitude here. And I am hoping to be able to go direct to Billy Bishop Airport. Now, this is quite risky because there are tall buildings right in our way here, but and as you can see, we are kind of losing altitude rather quickly. Holy shit. Okay. Alright, everything's gonna be okay, guys. If you're just joining us, I have cut our engine, simulating an engine failure in downtown Toronto. Now, my palms are legit sweating, guys. Okay, what I'm gonna do is bank just a little bit as I try to keep that best glide speed of 65 knots in the 172 here. I'm going to bank a little to the right just to avoid all the building clusters, as we have no time for music here. I see on my right side in the cockpit on my Garmin unit there, the GPS, you can see the magenta symbol right in front of us that says Charlie Yankee Tango Zulu. That's Billy Bishop Airport. Focus on the airspeed, pilot. Alright, Billy Bishop Tower, Charlie 24 Foxtrot Alpha, Mayday, emergency aircraft, 3 miles northwest, inbound. I don't know which one. Oh my god, guys, this is nerve-wracking, but I think we're doing a pretty alright job of maintaining best glide speed here of 65 knots in our Skyhawk. What a safe airplane, eh? Holy shit. Okay. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and I still have 800 feet. At this point, I am totally not sure. I am not sure if I'm gonna make the airport. Not looking good, to be honest. Shit. Alright, Alright guys, next thing to do would be ditch. I am just hoping, praying that I can make it to the water. Holy shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is scary, guys. As we are banking, are we going to make it? Are we? Shit. Alright, guys. We are not going to make it this time. But you know what I can do? I could bank it a little high just to clear the trees and then bring it down to not stall. Alright, guys. What I just did there was... And we're going into Lake Ontario. Alright guys, at least we managed to ditch pretty decently. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Everybody get out. The door's stuck. Alright, so let's see if the currents can bring us to the runway. That was pretty close, guys. So, what am I doing? You know what? For the next iteration of this, I have to arm our replay because, wow, man, that was so intense that I totally forgot to turn on the replay. That was pretty intense. I'm legitimately shaking. So what I did at the last moment there, guys, as we see beautiful Toronto, I feel like we're in a boat at this point. Cessna floats pretty nice. So what I did there, guys, I noticed that we are fast approaching trees. And to be totally honest with you, I am not sure if I cleared the trees. But what I did was I traded some altitude, some airspeed there for some altitude. So pointed the nose up to try to clear the tip of those trees, and then as soon as I did, I pitched that back down to avoid a stall. As we guys, we floated. Is this live? All right, guys, come on, that was freaking awesome, guys. That was wow. This thing is really going well today. I am not expecting. So there we go. We successfully landed at Billy Bishop Airport after an engine failure, and we ditched. We didn't even need to ditch. We landed in Lake Ontario, and we successfully got carried by the current onto the airport. I am glad that this is live. My only regret is I did not arm the replay. So, all right, that's 2 for 2, guys. Let's see how many times we can do this without dying tonight. Let me go ahead and change the music and try to recuperate here. That was pretty good. That was pretty fun. All right, let's restart this. Whew. 2 for 2. All right. Engine failure, part 3 coming up. Can't believe I had to ditch into the lake there. Whew. All right, flaps up. Make sure going to full. All right, round 3. And again, I see people joining the chats. Welcome. If you're just joining us, we're just simulating engine failures, and we have. This is our 3rd time we are trying this. We are 2 for 2. The first time I landed by an airport, right beside Pearson Airport. Sorry, on a highway. Jesus. This is intense. And the second time around, we just ditched the aircraft into a lake, but the current ended up bringing us over to Billy Bishop Airport, which was cool. So we ended up floating over to the airport there. Now, this is attempt number 3, guys. Let's turn towards the north this time. We tried the lake, we tried going west. Let's try going towards the north. So airspeed is alive, 60 knots, rotate. As I get a quick peek at our engine instruments, looking good. All right. As we climb out. Again, beautiful downtown Toronto. Over to our left. Come on, maintain runway heading main. There we go. All right. Let's see, how do I do this? I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the autopilot real quick. Heading, altitude. As we scooch on over to Bend Sound. This next track is called Downtown. Alright, autopilot come back off and we climb away. Flaps were up, which is good. This is intense. Okay. Can't even see the compass from all these all the sunlight in my face, but we are going south at the moment. Let's go ahead and make our turn towards the north. Alright, power coming down a little bit now that we are over 500 feet, and we continue our climb. I believe this is Highway 427 running along the airport. And we're just following Highway 427 to the north. All right. A lot of buildings and warehouses around here. Alright, how about this? Let's make this fun. I'm gonna fly and I'm gonna keep an eye on the chat. I'm gonna cut my engine when the first person in the chat tells me to do so. How about that? So I'll just keep flying. And when you guys want me to cut the engine, we're gonna have the engine failed. It's a little way to keep it interactive. Look at that beautiful sunset. Or sunrise, because it's the morning time, of course. Of course, of course. And if you're joining us on Twitch, welcome. And of course, as usual, if you guys are shy, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the engine myself. I'll give it a minute or so. Engine failure, anybody? Going once, going twice. Anybody wanna see our engine go away? Let me know in the chat. Let's check on Twitch real quick. Alright, as we need to tend to our airplane before it gets out of control. Scooch on over to Ben Sound, go to the next page. This one's called Miami, guys. Hope you enjoy. We're heading towards the south. I wanted to go to the north, so let's go ahead and turn around here. Here we go. Alright. Alright. Are you guys ready? We are about excuse me. Yes, I copy. ATC. Alright guys, we're about to lose an engine. So we are 2,000 feet out. Going towards tracking west. Let's actually go ahead and turn towards the north here. Alright guys, let's go ahead and kill this engine and look for a place to come to a safe landing. So we are heading towards the north. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present to thee a failed engine. Throttle mixture full, mixture lean, throttle off. Mayday, 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 Cessna 24 Foxtrot Alpha, 10 miles, Pearson Airport, north west engine failure, pitching for best glide speed, and possibly considering Highway 427 for a Cessna 24 Foxtrot Alpha. Alright guys, let us, you know what, at this point, okay, Pearson is where? Is that Pearson over right there? Wondering if that's Pearson in front of us. That is Pearson. So let's go ahead and pitch for best glide speed of 65 knots. Alright. So, okay, now we're going to have to make a decision. Because there's all these highways, but I don't know if I'll make it to Pearson. So what I'm going to do is pitch for 65 guys, because I am not sure if we'll make it to Pearson. I can see it over on our left, but I really don't want to risk that. There's a nice highway right here, Highway 427. Just want to clear that overpass though. That's my only concern at the moment. So I think this is my plan, guys. Let me tell ATC my plan. And Toronto Tower, Cessna 24 Foxtrot Alpha. We are approaching Highway 427, attempting emergency landing. We're going to put her down on 427 southbound lanes. Over. And we are just going to clear this overpass, guys. And as soon as I clear this bridge, I think we should be good to go. Alright guys. Jesus Christ. Alright, we've made it safe and sound, and again, that was scary. In real life, I would be needing new undergarments, because that was scary, guys. So again, just like, oh, we just saw a truck go through our wing, but of course, hopefully they're not stupid enough to do that in real life. So what happened there was, again, it was cutting it very close, just like the trees the first time around when we ditched in the lake. This time, I had to just clear that bridge, and again, I don't know if I did, and again, didn't turn off the replay, didn't turn on the replay, but I will do it for the next one. That was intense, but I think, what do you guys think? I think we'll qualify this one as a make. So 3 for 3 so far, guys. Let's go ahead and restart it. Wow, that was crazy. Okay. Next track, Thug Life. These landings are Thug Life by us right now. Yeah, we can land in Toronto Central Island. So if we're just joining us, and we did that the second time around. So what I'm going to do is I can start the engine, put the mixture to full. Flaps are up, pitot heat is on. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and fly on over to Toronto Island Downtown Airport. So without further ado, let's take a look at our instruments. Everything's in the green, power's coming to full. So far we're 3 for 3, guys, as we wait for airspeed to come alive. Airspeed is alive, as we are tap dancing on the rudder to keep center line. 60 knots, and we rotate to the sky. Yeah, downtown airport is really beautiful, Em. It's one of the, it was actually voted one of the nicest airports in the world. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way over to the downtown airport, Billy Bishop. And this time, I'm not going to forget to arm the replay, guys. Maybe if something crazy happens, we can cut it up and post it to our channel. Alright. Let's continue this climb here. Let's see if we can get 4 for 4 this time. Let's see if we can have a perfect record of... Well, you know what? Actually, I shouldn't say that because I don't know if we clip the tree the second time going into the lake and if we clip the overpass this third time. But we're just going to go ahead and call it and know that we landed safely. As we head on over to Billy Bishop Airport, downtown Toronto. I would like to thank all you guys for joining me on this live stream tonight, and I hope you're enjoying your holiday breaks. And again, guys, we have tons of good content, great content, amazing content planned for next year, 2022. So be sure to spread the word about the channel. It's greatly appreciated, and give me a subscribe. And I will work day and night to ensure you receive quality content for your enjoyment here at Simpletakeoffs. And be sure to check out our animated series, Flight Geeks. Episode 8 out now. As we acknowledge ATC. Maybe after this we can head on over to another city. Alright, music change coming right up, courtesy of bensound.com. This one's called Vista. Enjoy, guys. Magdalena says Miami. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. Maybe we'll do Miami next then. So right now we are just headed towards Billy Bishop. Look at that beautiful sunrise, guys. As this is not set to live time, so I have set it to around 8:30 in the morning in the simulator, hence the nice sky, as we get ready for a nice base turn into Billy Bishop. So what I'm going to do is do a nice landing at Billy Bishop, climb away, do an engine failure, see if we can make it back, and at that point we'll head on over to Miami for maybe a few touch and goes, maybe a engine failure, see how it goes. Look at downtown Toronto over our left wing, guys. That looks gorgeous. Look at that. Wow, that looks beautiful. Alright, I'm just about ready to start my descent here. So let's start with a RPM of 1400 and see how it goes. As we start to head on over towards the airport here. Alright, we'll do this runway today. What a beautiful approach, eh? Gorgeous skies. And I would want to put music right now, but I do not want to ruin this moment. Look at that. Look at that. So, we are within flap speed. Flaps coming 1. Flaps coming 2. And flaps full. Is that a drone? What is that? Is that a drone? Is that an airplane? And we are looking good on the approach, guys. Was that a Cessna in front of me that just went in the water? Or am I seeing things? Anyways, our Pappy is looking good. A little low, so I'm going to give it some throttle. Watch my airspeed, not let it drop. As we are approaching runway, what is that? 08. There we go. Power coming idle. And there you go. A nice landing onto runway 08. It's not an aircraft. That is an aircraft. Whoa, 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 whoa. My goodness, these guys are not messing around today. Alright, let's hold it right here for a second. So there you go, Em, you got your landing in, and a beautiful approach at that, in Toronto, Billy Bishop Airport. This flap's coming up. Okay, this next track's called Temporary Fields. Alright guys, what I'm going to do now, we're going to take off and I'm going to cut the engine and see how it goes. Alright, how are we going to do this? Let's turn around. Let's hope these guys don't take off into us. I don't know what this person's waiting for, but I'm gonna go ahead and scooch right in front of them here. Beautiful downtown Toronto, and power is full. Waiting for that airspeed to come alive. Flaps are all up. We're good there. And I'm going to make it interesting this time. Our engine failure is going to come under 1,000 feet. Let's call it 700-800 feet. How about that? So we are at 250 feet right now. So we're going to go climb up to around 950, which would put us at a altitude above ground of around 700, and see how it goes with our engine failure. And of course, no highways around here to ditch into, so if we are short of the runway, we're going to have to end up going into the lake. Alright guys, I hope you are ready. We are approaching that 900 foot mark real quick. Alright, here we go. Just getting up to 900, and power is cut. It's going to take me a second as the pilot to realize, oh, holy shit, my engine's out. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Cessna 24 Foxtrot Alpha. 3 miles west, Billy Bishop Airport, engine failure, attempting to come back to the airport, pitching for best glide speed for 24 Foxtrot Alpha. And they'll ask me if I need any assistance. Right now, I am just fixated on that glide speed, guys. Okay, and it does not look good. It does not look good, to be honest. It looks like we're going to have to ditch. Well, it is what it is. I mean, this is why we do these simulations, for you guys to see. Yeah. That it is not always easy to make it back safe and sound, but what we can do, guys, is ensure we hold it right there to stay above the water gently and come into the water gently. As we just saw that airplane crash. Holy shit, did you guys see that? We just saw an airplane crash right in front of us. So we have ditched into the water for a second time, and second time, but the first time that it happened, the current actually brought us right into the airport. So let's see if it will do that this time. Alright, this next track is called Spinning Collins, and it is in fact very groovy. Nice view. You've all the settings in ultra. At my home with 4 red on the Pappy, it's go around. You can do better, but not too bad. So Pediscan Flight, welcome and thank you for watching. I have not been keeping an eye on Twitch as much as I should be. But here we go, guys. For a second time around, we ended up making the runway just from the currents bringing us in. Wow, that was beautiful. And yeah, I agree with you. I'm not sure if 4 red on the Pappy is necessarily a go around, but yeah, it's definitely not good to be too low. I agree with that. So definitely want to get that 2 white, 2 red on the Pappy as much as you can. Alright guys, I'm going to go on over to Miami now. So we've done 4 simulated engine failures here in Toronto, and we're going to do some in Miami. Let's see here. And the settings are not, well, they are on ultra, but they're not cranked 100%, but they're pretty close to it. Petting skin. I hope I'm not butchering your name. Okay, let's go on over to the next page of tracks here on bensound.com. This next one's called Manhattan. Here we go. Let's take off from Opalaka towards the ocean, get some good ocean views. It's not going to be fun ditching in the ocean, guys, I'll tell you that much. But it is what it is. Let's check our weight and balance real quick. So it's just going to be me today. And yeah, that all looks good. Maybe make it a little more tricky with the center of gravity going a little more back. And we are ready to go, guys. Ooh, we got 6 likes so far. Thank you guys, I appreciate that. If you like what you see, please don't forget to smash that like button. I don't like saying that. Gently tap that like button. I'm going to make that my thing. Everybody on YouTube says smash. Overplayed. gently tap that like button. Do not tap it twice because you'll unlike it, unless you want to unlike it because you saw something that you didn't like. But aside from that scenario, go ahead and tap it once. It's very, very well appreciated here at Simple Takeoffs. As we wait for the simulator to load up in Miami. I really like this track. I might play it a second time. Alright, we are turning her on. Mixture's going too full. Everything coming on. Nav, strobe, beacon. Alright, guys. Thank you again for joining me. Now we are in Miami Opa-locka Airport. I'm going to go ahead and put the flaps up. No flap takeoff from me today. And let's go ahead and change. This next song is called In Trend. Alright, guys. Without further ado, let's go ahead and slap that throttle to full. That parking brake needs to be off. Silly pilot. As we glance over to our instruments, okay, vacuum, amperes looking good, pressure and temp for the oil is in the green, airspeed is now coming alive as we try to tap dance on that rudder to maintain center line. Keep your hands on the throttle, sir. 60 knots we rotate. And give you some views as we rotate away here. Whoop. Try to maintain runway heading here. Dun, 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 dun. I do not want to ditch the aircraft in the Florida Everglades here. I don't think the Miami is Miami where the Everglades are? For someone who's familiar with Florida, let me know. But I do not want to ditch somewhere where there's a threat of alligators. Because what could be scarier than... The only thing scarier than an emergency engine failure out landing in a Cessna would be getting eaten by a hungry alligator right after. Alright, throttle coming back a little bit. Alright, let's do a good engine failure right here. Boom! We are at 800 feet. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Cessna 24 Foxtrot Alpha. Engine failure. We just took off from Opa-locka, attempting to turn around. Will I regret attempting the impossible turn? Let us go ahead and see, guys. Down, 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 down. Alright, I don't want to get my speed too high, so again, we are pitching for 65 knots. There we go. Let's see if we can glide back. Oh, this one's going to be easy money. Easy money. Engine failure on takeoff. Easy money. Easy money, guys. Alright. We are, let's see. We are good to the right. And tower, looks like we're going to make it back successfully today. We're going to come back to runway 27 right for Cessna 24 Foxtrot Alpha. Cessna 24 Foxtrot Alpha, good land, 27 right. Good land, 27 right, Cessna 24 Foxtrot Alpha. Alright, guys, looks like we made it back successfully here. Eyes going to the center line. Eyes going all the way to the end of the runway here. As I get ready for the flare. Here comes the flare. Whoa! Little lag there. As we let this bird slow down and gently sit on the runway here. And we have still yet to arm our replay. That is ridiculous. I keep forgetting these replays, guys. Okay. Engine is on. Let's climb away. And tower, I was able to get that engine running. We're going to go ahead and take off here runway 13 for Cessna 24 Foxtrot Alpha. Alright. We are good. We are back in the sky. Let's climb away before we change the tunes. Alright. And I'm going to try to climb away at what is it? What's the VX? What's the best angle of climb speed in the Cessna? Is it 67 or is that too low? I believe it was 67 and best rate was 70 something, 70, high 70s. Anyways, power coming a little bit lower, about 500 feet. All right, autopilot coming on just so we can scooch on over to Ben Sound and change the track. This next track is called Feeling Good because right now I'm feeling good. I am 5 for 5 for emergency single engine out landings. So let's go ahead and see if we can make this 6 for 6. Where should we go, guys? Where's downtown? Where's South Beach? Must be behind us. Ah, let's go on over to South Beach. What are we doing? Slacking over here. Dun, dun. We are headed towards beautiful downtown Miami. South Beach, what up? South Beach, that section to the left or to the right? I think it's to the right. Alright, we'll just continue going on that way. As the airport's pretty much to my 6 o'clock. Welcome to Miami, guys. You know, I'm feeling a little crazy. You know, we are flying in Miami, Florida. We have the Texas livery on. And I think it's only befitting of this situation to do something crazy and cut the engine right now, because in real life you never know when it's going to happen. And in order to do the proper simulation, I can only emulate that kind of sporadic nature in the simulator. So here we go, pitching for best glide speed here. Mayday, 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 Cessna 24 Foxtrot Alpha for what feels like the 1,000th time today's hour. Engine failure, currently 3 miles, what are we here, north or south? Where the fuck are we? We are 3 miles out from Opa-locka Airport, pitching for best glide speed here and hoping for the best, over. Alright guys, our engine has failed again on us. And I am at 500 feet of altitude. And I am not convinced that I will clear these trees. So what I will do here is I'm going to go along this road, guys. And I'm going to continue on my best glide speed and see if we can just veer on over past these trees. I am really not sure if this is going to go well. We are... shit. Okay. No, it's all good. Okay, no, it's not good. We just went in the trees. Alright, guys. I think it's safe to call that one a fail. Let's go ahead and land. Ooh, we stalled just when we landed. That was perfect, actually. But, you know what? I'm hesitant to give that a complete fail because we went through the top of the tree. Now, in real life, as long as we stay clear of the tree bark, the main... as long as we... oh, shit. Whoops. As long as we stay clear of the tree bark, I think that might qualify us for a safe landing. We definitely screwed up the airplane because we went through the top of the tree there. Maybe, you know what? Another instance where it would have behooved me to... turn on the replay. Let me go ahead and change the music there. I keep saying that every time and I keep forgetting. So yeah, as I was saying, I think we'll call that a half success, guys, because I think we just scraped the top of the trees, and I don't think in real life, actually I'm not sure, would the plane go down from scraping the top branches, just the little itty bitty branches that barely holds up the birdies? I don't know. Maybe you guys can let me know, but I'll call that a half landing, a half success. So without further ado, let's go and restart that one. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. That scraping action with the trees. I'm really not sure if I made it or not. I mean, I made it, but I don't know if in real life that the airplane would have been damaged and we would have crashed. I mean, those tree branches could have been light. That one's debatable. What is that, a citation? There's a jet in front of us there. Alright, is this guy planning on moving out of the way or what? Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and make an executive decision here, guys. Oh, is he going now? Let's race him. Oh, he'll destroy us. Throttle is full. As we are playing cat and mouse. 60 knots rotate. Not playing. Holy, look how nicely they climbed away. That looks great. All right, let's change the track, but first I gotta slap on the autopilot so we don't crash. Heading, altitude mode. All right. Next track coming up called Easy Hike. All right, there we go. Let's climb away. Why don't we do a regular traffic pattern this time, guys? So I feel like doing a normal landing here. So let's turn our left crosswind here as we're making left traffic. All right, 1,000 feet, pattern altitude. Let's put it on a comfortable cruise RPM. All right, as we are entering the downwind here. Whee! Every time I think of Miami, I just have that picture of the skyline at South Beach in my mind. So this is definitely not that. That is behind us, what I'm thinking about. But let's go ahead and change the track here real quick. All right, power is coming down to start descending here on the downwind. Let us try 1500 and see how she looks. Might need our radios. Okay, radio does not want to work. That's fine. My Simpletakeoffs radio panel here is working, but Alright guys, we are approaching the runway, albeit a little bit to the side. So we're making our base and then coming up towards the short final here. Flap speed. Alright, flaps coming too. Alright, poppies are looking good. 2 red, 2 white. As we're gonna pitch our nose up a little bit to get our speed to our approach speed of 70. And I'm just playing with the throttle here to make sure I don't go too low. As we start to flare here a little bit, and we hold it. Power coming idle. There we go. Flaps coming up, throttle when a full. 60 knots rotate. As we climb back away, guys. Thanks for joining me here on Simple Takeoffs. So we've been doing simulated engine failures as promised here on this live stream tonight. And the first 5, I think we were pretty good. We made a safe landing back, but the 6th one was a little questionable. I scraped the top of some trees. So I'll leave that up to you guys to decide how it went. And now I'm just doing some touch and goes here in Miami. Alright, let's scooch on over to Ben Sound real quick as we turn on autopilot to maintain altitude. Oh, it looks like the Bravo throttle quadrant does not want to cooperate at the moment. Okay, no problem. Autopilot, no problem. Let us land real quick and then we can go and change the music over at bensound.com. Let's see where the airport is. Should be to my left. All right. Let's do a crazy landing. So what I'm going to do here, I want to overbank the aircraft. Okay. Let's see. Power coming out here. Flap speed. Alright, flaps 2. And flaps full. Oh yeah, we don't have flaps because the electrics are not working. The electrical system's not working. Yeah, for some reason my alternator and battery are not working. As you can see, I have no radio, so I'm just stuck with my flight controls and my engine, guys. So we're gonna come here approaching extremely fast. And we're going to let the airspeed bleed off. So I'm going to look at the end of the runway and focus on the flare here. Try not to balloon too much and hold it right here as I let the airspeed bleed off because we do not have flaps. Our flaps are not working. I'm just gonna hold it here, hold it here, hold it here. Let it sit down gently when she wants to. And there we go. No flap landing, guys. And I can just slow down the aircraft as I go over to Ben Sound. This next song is called Okay Now. We have landed, we are okay now. So let's go ahead and taxi on over to the end and then we can turn around and take, actually I think we have enough runway. Why don't we just take on back to the sky, guys? $60 knots and we rotate to the sky. I'm glad you're able to join us here tonight on this live stream. If you like what you see, make sure to press like on this video, please. Help the YouTube algorithms pick us up and share us with everybody. And don't forget to also go and check out Flight Geeks, which is my own Simple Takeoffs original animated series. Remember guys, we're working real hard to bring you aviation content, amazing aviation content here on Simple Takeoffs. Tons of great plans, amazing plans for 2022. So I hope you can be one of our first subscribers. As of the time that I started this live stream, I was at 21 subscribers. Let's see if you guys can be the awesome viewers that you are and bring that number up. Alright, let's see if I can land here. So I'm gonna come in. I'm a little too high and I have no flaps. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try a technique called forward slip here, guys, which is right, in this case, right rudder, full right aileron, and we're gonna try to slip it in there. It's a technique to try to lose altitude fast when you're too high and you need to descend quick. So right now I slipped it just a little bit, and I'm gonna try to align myself with the runway here. There we go. There we are, and here comes the Flario. Beautiful. And we are gonna hold it right here and let her slow down. This birdie can land when the birdie wants. Come on, birdie. Come on, birdie. There we are. All right, brakes are coming in. And we're gonna turn around here and line up at runway 27, which is facing the west. And just before we take off on our next trip here, let's go on over to Ben Sound real quick. This one's called Vibe and Sneaky. So there's that. All right. All right, we're set. We're set, guys. Parking brake is out. Engine instruments continue to be in the green, which is always a good sign. Waiting for the airspeed to come alive. Here it is. Airspeed is alive. Waiting for that rotation. And welcome back. All right, now I want to go towards Miami, South Beach. So let's go ahead without any further ado and make our right crosswind here for Miami downtown, South Beach. South Beach, what up? Yeah, still not sure why the alternator and battery doesn't want to work. I mean, the throttle's looking good and the mixture control is looking good on the Honeycomb Bravo. For whatever reason, alternator does not want to work, which is fine. As you can see, the flaps do not want to go up and down even though I'm pressing the switch. Okay, let's see if we can go ahead and slap on the next track real quick. This next one will be called Delusional. Oh, this has got a late night vibe to it. I like it. Trim her down, bring the throttle back a little bit to a nice cruise RPM. All right. As we're approaching Miami downtown. I'll go towards the coast and then make a right turn, and we'll do a little scenic tour of downtown Miami, South Beach. And I will be back with you guys in a minute. Alright guys, let me go and scooch on over to Ben Sound real quick again and change the track for you guys. And as you guys can see, South Beach looking gorgeous as always. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back, and you know what? I am fixing to do an emergency landing on the beach here. Nothing like getting some sand with the Skyhawk. So let's go ahead and cut our engine as usual, turn it off, mixture coming full lean. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Oh, mayday, mayday, mayday. Looks like our software just froze. Nope, it's back. There we go. I thought we are going to have to do a restart there for a second. But Cessna 24, Foxtrot Alpha, 10 miles, southeast Miami. Opalaka engine failure. We are going to put her down right on the ocean here. And you know what? Just to make things extra interesting, let's go ahead and do something irresponsible, guys. Let's see if we can turn around. This is going to be hilarious. Oh my goodness. Okay, I am going ahead and... shit! Yo! Oh my god! Oh, we made it, guys. Emergency turn was a success. Look at that. Look at that. What? Your favorite pilot back at it. Saved our asses. Boom. And that might have just broken the airplane. Okay, I might have taken the wheels off the airplane, but I saved us. We landed nice and safe. Oh yeah, the engine's off, so it turned off on me. Alright, let's restart this. But I would call that another successful landing where we managed not to die. So that's always a good thing, guys. So let's go ahead and call it 6.5 out of 7. How about that? Oh, we got our radios back. Yes, we are back in business, guys. So now we can work our flaps. Yep, our flaps are gonna work now. That's perfect. Tap dancing on the rudders to maintain center line. All right, let's do a proper lap here. Airspeed is alive. And rotate. All right. Here we go. Try to climb out at 70, 75-ish. Alright. Oh, it's a good feeling to get autopilot back. Alright. Autopilot's coming on. Just me says proper still. Thank you, my dude. Appreciate you, man. Sticking around. I hope you're enjoying the show that I'm putting on for you here tonight. And we can start to turn left crosswind for landing. $2,400. RPM's looking good. Alright guys, here we go on the downwind turn. And again, if you are a new fan of aviation or or if you're just a casual observer, downwind just means you are traveling the opposite direction of the runway that you intend to land on. So in this case, we are headed, what is that runway? I can't even see the number from here. We'll call it 09 because we are heading west. So downwind of 09, which is east, is west, and that's what we're heading towards right now. We are heading at a heading of 270, that is west, and we intend to land on the runway oriented towards the east behind us, which is runway 09. 090 is the heading for east. It's looking like a good downwind here, nicely aligned and parallel with the runway. As we come in and start to descend, RPM's looking good to me for a nice steady descent. Back down towards the runway. All right. We can start our base turn. And we are clear, no one on final, so we're gonna go ahead and make our turn towards the runway. Flaps 1, flaps coming 2, and flaps full. Alright guys, Poppy's looking good, 2 red, 2 white. As I shift my focus to the end of the runway now. Power coming to idle. Oh, this is a little rough. Alright, flap comes back up. And we roll. As we climb away. Try to stay aligned with the runway here. Yeah, so it is confirmed that that is runway 27, which means the opposite direction would be 09, as I mentioned. Alright, autopilot's away. This next one's called Funk House. And I can see why. Alright, autopilot's coming out. Excuse me. We are clear to the right, clear to the left. Alright, we're going to make this a solid landing and then call it a night for the stream. I appreciate you guys joining me on Simple Takeoffs tonight for the simulated engine failures. I encourage you guys to go back and watch every single one and let me know in the comments which one was your favorite landing. all in all, I think we did all right tonight, guys. I think at least 5 of our 7 landings were clean. I think we clean made it. 2 of them were questionable. One of them, I mean, both of them involved scraping the top of trees. One on the way to Lake Ontario, and the other one to landing back here in Miami Opelika upon an engine failure. But as I was saying, I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream, and be sure to, if you watch this later on, be sure to click that, gently tap that like button, help with the algorithms and help YouTube pick us up, and share us with the masses. Make our Christmas wishes and New Year's resolution come true, guys, as we march on towards our goal of 5,000 subscribers here on Simple Takeoffs. And you know what? I haven't even been promoting this nearly as much as I should. There's a reason why on top of your screen there you see me counting down to 5,000 subscribers, because I'm planning on doing a nice giveaway and taking ideas. I have a few of my own, but I am definitely taking ideas. So let me know in the comments what you guys would want to see me give away upon reaching 5,000 subscribers. So exciting things coming up for next year, guys. I hope you can take the right seat with me and enjoy our adventures as we fly around together. Alright, just before I turn our last base turn and then final for runway 09er, I'm going to go ahead and put the autopilot on one final time and put on one final track. This one's called Blessing. And I agree with the title of the track, because it is truly a blessing for me to be with you guys live streaming on this channel. So here it is. Alright, autopilot's coming off. We are, it's getting a little laggy, but we are clear to the right, clear to the left. Altitude's looking good. We're gonna come to 1800 on the RPM and see how it goes in terms of our speed. I'm quite happy with this. And there's the runway to our left, so power is gonna come out to, let's call it, what is this, 1,000? That sounds good. Alright, that's looking good to me. Flap's gonna come in. As we aim to get that 2 red, 2 white on the precision approach path indicator lights, PAPIs for shorts. And flaps coming full as we're established on final. There we go, guys. That's what you want to see, 2 red, 2 white. If you come for a proper landing on the intended path, then that's what you should be seeing. Beautiful landing, beautiful music. One final time here on Simple Takeoffs on this beautiful Wednesday holiday night. Alright, we've made the runway, power coming to idle. Shift my focus to the end of the runway. Here comes the flare, and let's try to hold it there. Just let this bird slow down. Let this bird slow down. There we go, guys. I'm quite happy with that last one. And I'm gonna make the next taxiway. It's fine. Welcome back to Miami Opelika, guys. As I'm gonna taxi on out of here. Let us go ahead and exit to the right. Once again, thank you very much, guys, for joining me on this live stream. And if you watch this later on, be sure to gently tap that like button. And I hope you enjoyed our simulated engine failures here at initially at Toronto. We tried it at Charlie Yankee Yankee Zulu, Toronto Pearson Airport. We tried it at Charlie Yankee Tango Zulu, Billy Bishop Airport, and now we tried it at Opelika, Miami. So we can go ahead and shut her down right here. Mixture's coming full lean, throttle cut off, engines are off. I'm not going to bother with the magneto test. Lights are off. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, ciao.